Chat.
Where we going? Because somebody's asking about Uber.
We could talk about Uber.
Let's do the Lyft one. Let's do the Lyft joint first.
What's the Lyft joint?
Where's it at? I got it right.
Lyft went on a run.
Yeah. So Lyft announced.
Well, Waymo.
They announced their deal with Waymo. We talked about Waymo a few times to bring robo-taxis to Nashville. The stock was up 20%. What's our thoughts on that? Because I'm going to tie all this all in. I'll let you go.
I think it's a great partnership. Will Lyft pull back some? Yes, but I think the king in that space definitely is Uber, even though because it's really a battle of profit margins and executives. I think the Lyft CEO is a good one, but I think Dara is just better. And especially since April, they've been incrementally climbing higher week over week, like since May. They haven't had a negative week, and I think they're just hitting on all the right cylinders at the right time. Great move by Lyft. It puts a lot of pressure on Tesla and the robotaxi as well. But I think for now, Uber is king in that space. And if you look at the long-term chart, Uber has done a hell of a lot better in comparison than Lyft.
Yeah, if you look at Lyft chart since 2021, I mean, it's been a tough climb. I think the Waymo deal is important. I think it's significant from a standpoint of saying that we're serious, right? Like we're serious. Obviously, Uber is the king of the space, but we want to be a serious piece of this autonomous vehicle robotaxi sector, and having Waymo as a partner, specifically in Nashville, which is, I mean, a city obviously in the South, but we've seen Waymo and Uber already do this. So kudos to, I think Waymo's the winner here, obviously. And if you haven't been watching what Google's been doing, go look at Google's chart. They hit an all-time high. They're the winner here, but I think, again, it validates the space, but it validates Lyft as a partner that will now participate. If you read Dara's comments, CEO of Uber last week, he had some interesting things to say about the role that robotaxis are going to play and potentially why Tesla should partner with them, which is something
that advantageous.
It's interesting. Why did Uber stock go up today? And it was trading around 100 to 1 this morning. I know it pulled back down to like 99. Maybe it closed at 100. They announced a new type of service, and that was their autonomous drones, right? So their drones, they launched a deal with Flytrex, which is a drone-based delivery service. And so they're going to start using that for Uber Eats. So now drones will be able to deliver your food, and Flytrex has a license for a lot of the FTA to actually fly in specific zones, which is interesting. So they agreed to do that with Uber Eats. They're going to pilot the service in the U.S., and they're going to have it in specific markets by the end of this year. So that's a new way to add revenue and have the base grow, which is interesting because when I thought drones, I'm like, wow, that's interesting. Drones were in the news on Friday and Saturday as well. You know why?
Cardi B.
There you go.
Uber.
But Cardi B, so I'll let you go. Cardi B just set a Guinness Book world record for most drone deliveries in a single day for her album. So she connected with Wing, which is another Google company, to deliver her album via drone, which is, again, that's innovative. They're using the technology. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, wow. And now here's Uber announcing their delivery service for food. But this is going to be something that we're going to have to obviously deal with in the near future.
Salute to Barty.
Barty gang. But yes, what up?
Did it again.
Yeah.
Uber reigns supreme because they've disrupted 3 industries.
Transportation.
So when you come out and there used to be a time where you had a thing called a cab, and you called the cab number, and you would wait outside for a cab to come, and then the cab took you, and the cab had a meter, and you had to watch the meter to know how much money you was going to have to pay. That's the cab model. Completely disrupted by Uber. Then there used to be a thing called delivery man. You called Domino's, and some people still do it. Like my mom still does it, but You call you call the restaurant. The restaurant has a guy that has a car. You over the phone make an order. They give it to their in-house guy, like their nephew, that's just runs back and forth delivering stuff. That's how you
motorized bike.
That's how you got your deliveries. Uber Eats has shattered that
For sure.
and now they go into freights and logistics with Uber Freight. And I feel like
You saw who they signed a deal with for the Uber Freights?
who?
Tesla. So the Tesla Semi, the first deal that they signed, this is how you follow the money. The first deal is Uber Freights. Let's see how this relationship works. We got the semis out there. We got Uber using. This is the first sign of relationship building. Track this relationship.
So now they got the freights. So man, Uber has really revolutionized industries time and time again. So nobody's catching Uber. Nobody.
You got to invest in a kingmaker of the category. You say I'm getting an Uber, not a Lyft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the ride share is important, but I think that they would even argue their logistics is even more important. The technology that they have to track, to follow, to vet is just superior, which is why their brand is so trusted. I always talk about the analogy, and I'll use the cab one again. Imagine 20 years ago, you're putting your kid in the car of a stranger and being okay.
Yeah.
You would never do it. You would never do it. Probably 2 to 3 times a week now, you call an Uber for your kid to take him to the mall, take him to school, pick him up.
Yeah.
You do that and you don't even blink.
I wouldn't say that.
Because you can track. Well, most people.
A lot of people.
I would not feel comfortable putting my kid in the Uber.
You don't.
I wouldn't, but a lot of people do.
A lot of people do. I put my kids in the Uber.
I'm just saying, me personally.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying
I wouldn't feel comfortable. My son now, of course, he's 14 years old. But if I have a daughter, my niece, I don't feel comfortable putting her in an Uber.
At what age?
No, me and you both suffer from paranoia.
No age. Well, here's the thing. Even if, and again, this is true, right? And that's why they have their star service and all those type of things and ratings and all that. But people will. You will do it. It's not.
A lot of people do it.
You think about it before, as opposed to like that's not even a question. It's never going to happen. Like I'm not letting a stranger a kid get in a car with a stranger, right? If they have no way, you may call Uber. It's an option for you.
Really quick, Uber holds a 75% of the U.S. ride-hailing market share, and then 25% of it globally, worldwide. Lyft is a very distant second. Invest in the one who leads the category. It's always a great investing lesson.
Right. So that's the part. It's like they have a trust that they've developed with their customer, right? Like you trust your food to get there, right? When you order Uber Eats, you trust that it's going to get there. Now, exactly. You trust it. Like if you catch an Uber, you're trusting that you're going to get to a place, right? And you can and somebody can track you, and the logistics work. If we said the same thing, like, "Hey, I'm gonna call you a Tesla," you might not feel the same way.
I'm gonna call you, but Teslas are Ubers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The long-term partnership. Teslas have their own autonomous. They're using their own logistics. So, like when they try to get the robo-taxi, that would be on Tesla's platform. You're gonna have to use their app to get it. Right now, there are Teslas that will come pick you up because they use Uber. What I'm saying is, when they turn the robo-taxi into an autonomous vehicle in their freight, that changes the game. That's a game changer. Like that is the way to extreme profitability.
The variable is how long will he stay focused?
The Elon?
That boy hit Trump with the "I miss you." Whatever you got to do to get them coins back, my boy. I ain't mad at you, but
I think if he thinks profitability, he'll be focused enough to get this done.
I hope so.
I think he's always thinking profitability.